Hey everybody, welcome to Mr. B's Clothing here, another vlog at CycloneFanatic.com. Tim Sitzmann, as always, joins me at 1995 Northwest 86th Street in Clive. Tim, I pulled up to Mr. B today, and man, you've done some work outside. It looks sharp.
We've been getting ready for the season just like the Clones have been getting ready for the season. We got our parking lot all blackened. We got a new front on it. Our store's full of fall goods. It's an exciting time for us when we turn over a season, just like it's exciting for a football season to start.
I use the word sleek.
Sleek is a good word.
That's what it looks like. You're rolling down Northwest 86th Street. Mr. B really stands out.
I think we stand out, and it's a beautiful street to drive down 86th Street in Clive. Beautiful day out there today, Chris.
Yeah, it sure is. Okay, we're talking football here, and people, this Sitzmann's Picks deal we do, people they wait all summer long to see how Tim's going to pick the game.
Where are we at? Are we 4 games into this?
We're 4 games into this. Tim has the Clones starting 3-1. Has them shocking the Texas Longhorns on October 1st. Up next is a road trip to the most beautiful town in America, Waco, Texas. Well, I'm being a little sarcastic.
Let's not say beautiful.
Let's slow your roll a little bit, Williams. All right, Iowa State, Baylor. You got little Robert Griffin
wonderful
going
guy.
on.
Wonderful talent.
I think he's the best offensive player in the conference myself.
He may prove out to be that this year. What a great talent, and it'll be a challenge for us on defense to hold him down.
Does Iowa State have a chance in this one, in your opinion?
Tim,
what do you think?
We came off my pick, a good road victory out at Connecticut with UConn, and I pick a nice upset at home against Texas.
Yep.
We're 3-1 going into the Baylor game.
That's a lot of momentum.
A lot of momentum. I think we're playing well. We've had some historic road wins with the Texas win last year. Year before that, we beat Nebraska at home. It could be an upset. Chris, I don't have a good feeling on this first road trip. I really don't.
You don't like this?
I don't like the matchup. I think Baylor comes in with a potent offense. I think our defense will be able to stop them some. I don't know if they can stop our offense.
Yeah.
So I think there's a potential for a road win here. However, I'm going to go on the record as a tough one. We're going to win in a squeaker.
Whoa!
I mean, excuse me. I said that wrong. We're going to lose in a squeaker.
Well, you got all of our hearts.
You know what? He thought I was switching because we talked off camera, but I think it's a 24-17, maybe even as high as 31-24 game. Mm-hmm. It could go Iowa State's, and I'm rooting. I'm hoping the Clones can do it. This is a possible upset. If we're going to have that 7-5 season, which I'd love to see, this is a key game. This is a game we have to have.
This is one of those games where what makes Iowa State's schedule so hard.
Right. You
got these tweener games. If this game's in Ames, we might be talking about something different.
I would talk differently.
You got a lot of games like this. You got Baylor, you got Missouri, who we're going to talk about for next week.
Right.
There's a lot of those games where you get them at Trice and you're thinking, man, Kansas State for one.
Right.
But then you go on the road and it changes the game a little bit. And I think that this Baylor team, that's some solid analysis, Tim. I think that, really, it's so hard for us to sit here and really pick Iowa State because you don't know who the quarterback is at this point. We're sitting here doing this. We have no idea.
We don't.
Even the guy who starts in week 1 might not start in week 2 because there's 3 guys competing for this, and there's a pretty short leash, I would imagine.
I totally agree.
Gets that start.
I totally agree. I think we're sitting here with a lot of speculation in the Big 12. We know there's the top team in the nation is coming out of the Big 12 in Oklahoma. That's preseason pick, as you know.
Yep.
And obviously there's some other teams in there that are pretty outstanding team that could compete for the crown of the Big 12 crown. So these kind of games can make the difference between 6-6, 7-5. We have to have. You go through a season, and with that kind of conference that we're in, you got to have some luck along the way, and you got to keep healthy. And we don't know, but I think we're going to be in a little bit of trouble coming off this upset that I picked with Texas of maybe a little letdown.
Yeah,
they need the game as much as we do, and that's kind of how I visualize this thing coming out.
I think if Paul Rhoads and because he's kind of developed a reputation with the Nebraska win, with the Texas win, where you go on the road and beat someone you're not supposed to. I think this game has a possibility of that. But, it's all going to depend on Iowa State's offense. I think with Robert Griffin, he actually has receivers around him now.
Right.
He's got a good team around him. I think if you hold that team under 30 points, I think that'd
be great.
That's a huge check mark for a win for the defense. That's going to be really tough for a lot of teams to do, not just Iowa State this year.
State, right.
They intrigue me. Week 1, Baylor plays TCU Friday night, the 2nd of September on ESPN. Well, that's going to be a fun one.
And we'll know a lot right there what we're up against. Woo. But I still think, in talking with you and reading a few things that I do, that they're a great offense. And I said 31-24. If we really play well, get a chance, maybe it reverses that. We're 31, they're 24.
Yep.
Get a turnover here or there. I think if you look in the paper that day, it's probably an even pick. And I just think going on the road, I really believe we can get Texas again at home. I'm counting on that one. That's
Mark it down.
I got my neck out. I really think we can get Texas at home. Be 3-1, a lot of momentum. 2 tough road games right away, and that doesn't get much easier down the road, as we know.
All right, Tim. Well, hey, I wanted to get some housekeeping done here at Mr. B. You're going to extend your hours. You're going to be open back on Sunday.
That's very good to bring up.
Yeah.
Starting Sunday right after Labor Day weekend. Labor Day weekend, we won't open that Sunday, but the next Sunday we'll be open through the winter till Memorial Day. We're Labor Day to Memorial Day, and we ask you to come in on Sunday, noon to 4. Just a little extra time for you to shop at Mr. B. All you fanatics out there, come and see me and say hello.
Come say hi to Tim. You know, he did that for a reason. That's the Sunday after the Iowa State-Iowa game. Notice it said Iowa State-Iowa game. Yeah. So he'd come on in here and
that's a pick I've been getting a lot of heat on because I picked Iowa to come up to Iowa State and come in Jack Trice, but a close game.
Fanatics have been hammering you for that.
Yeah, I got hammered right here at the store, but I still stick by my pick. I think it's going to be kind of a Baylor kind of game. You just don't know what's going to happen. It's real close.
All right, Tim. Well, we'll be back next week. We're going to talk about Iowa State's road trip to Missouri. Or Misery is what we call it down home.
Missouri.
Yeah. So we'll see what Tim picks there. Again, he's got the Clones starting off 3-2, a loss to Baylor. We'll see what Tim picks next week here at Mr. B Clothing, 1995 Northwest 86th Street. Always beautiful, Clive, Iowa. Have a great weekend, everybody.